breaking down every song on Dave's new album, Part 4, Chapter 16 featuring Kano. Now, arguably this is the best feature in terms of how it's used. These two have got a great dynamic. It's a very genuine interaction, this song, but it's got a lot of layered meanings with wider context throughout the album. And it unveils Dave's relationship insecurities for the first time on the album properly. The song starts and they set the scene very quickly. They're eating Wagyu steak high up at a very expensive restaurant, having a conversation. It feels like they have these kinds of dinners, the dinners of greats. One of the ways of looking at this whole song is Dave becoming one of these greats. The first verse, Dave is asking Kano for advice. He's almost being a fanboy, saying, "We miss your music," saying he wanted some time with him on Top Boy to ask him these questions. And Dave is seeking guidance. And then when Kano enters, he dismisses this sort of fan talk. He sees Dave as his equal, not at all lower. Dave also seeks relationship advice from Kano. And Kano says, "I used to be married to the game, but I'm a husband no more." Is he saying when he was in Dave's shoes, he was only married to the music? He said he used to push a 2-seat Porsche, now a family car with a baby seat. Kano used to be the lavish rapper, now he's a family man. So maybe it's impossible to balance both. So the first verse, Dave is looking up to Kano, and Kano kind of dismisses that dynamic. And when Dave comes in on the second verse, it feels way more friendly and conversational. Dave is at the top of the mountain. Dave deserves to be where he is. And then they start talking about food, and it's laughter and it's banter. Dave even does the Kano flow right at the end.
In Jamaica having cow foot soup in the middle of Greenwich like I'm a real ghetto youth.
Cause I'm on my P's and Q's, that's why I make more P's than Q's.
Showing that he can be a great like Kano, like he sees Kano. And it even ends with Kano asking Dave questions. Will they remember me, Dave? Kano's passing the baton on to both Dave and Little Sim, saying, "Get the accolades that I didn't get." Repeated a theme that we see in the song history, but also brings in the second meaning of this whole interaction, the religious meaning. The piano instrumental feels almost heavenly. They're feasting and they're very high up. They're up in the clouds. They're up with their angels. This conversation could be a Dave and God or Dave and an angel. Dave wants wisdom from someone that can give it to him. In 175 hours, Dave mentions his reluctance to give himself to God when there's all this badness going on around. Sorry, you're right. He's open to Kano about this, saying, "This is how I feel. What do you say? Eating healthy, could we trust our guts more than we trust our friends?" And then Kano comes back with very good guidance. Looking over your shoulder every time you turn your key, about turn the other cheek. These be guessing, take it on the chin, you're an Aston buyer. Working on both levels, giving them genuine advice, but also on a spiritual level, turn the other cheek, the Bible reference. At the end of this song, Dave says, base it on the book of Samuel, call it chapter 16. In chapter 16 is when Dave is anointed the king. Here, Kano is passing him the baton or the harp, and we actually hear the harp for the first time at the end of this song, crowning Dave as the king. At the end of this song, Dave is leaving the restaurant and maybe about to go meet a girl, which is Thames, as we find out on the next song. So I'll come back tomorrow for my rain dance review. Has anyone in the comments been to this Odeon? It is hands down the worst one ever. See you tomorrow.